Black Ink Cinema is all about celebrating Black cinema, and you chose the Oscar-winning coming-of-age Moonlight,
Yeah.
starring Mahershala Ali, Naomi Harris, Janelle Monáe, and the gorgeous Trevante Rhodes. Why did you choose this film?
Why did I choose it? Well, there was loads of like I love black cinema, I love black culture. It's incredible. There was loads of things I could have chosen, loads of films, but I'd seen this recently during the first lockdown, and it really is a 10 out of 10 incredible film.
Yeah.
And there's so much to talk about, and it's so like lacking cliche, and there's just so many things to talk about. I figured I'd go with something a bit different, push myself and talk about something a bit more contemporary, you know?
The whole film is basically about him battling his identity and trying to find himself.
Obviously, there is that side of it. It's, you know, it's LGBT. Oh, let me do LGBTQ. It's an LGBT.
I'm laughing because don't worry, I'm going to edit it.
So no, don't edit.
So you
do
don't
not
edit.
Cancelled.
I am. I'm going to come. I'm going to let
Nah, they won't cancel me. It's LGTB.
Oh God!
Don't cancel me. It's all right. I'm down with those guys. They know.
Okay.
I'm talking about Moonlight. I got them. It's fine.
I mean, of course.
LGTB.
Real sensitive people out there. So
LGTB. Yeah. Obviously, it is about sexuality and everything, but it also, I don't think it's so like that's a general overview of it. It's about a lot more. It's just about love and acceptance, you know. And even though it's about sexuality and everything, you don't see much action happening, you know. There's no dick sucking in that film, and there's, you know, it's not, sorry, can you swear?
It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. I just wasn't expecting.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting to say it. It just came out.
You just, yeah, okay. So you just caught me.
Very passionate about the film. But yeah, there's no sex in it really, and it's about poverty and, you know, a rough place. It's set in a rough place. There's no violence really. There's a bit, not like no gunshots or things that you would expect with that film for a film set in that environment.
In that scene, they also have a candid conversation about sexuality and him trying to understand if he's homosexual or not. And so a boy at school used the F-bomb on another boy, and he says, "Am I the F word?" Recently, Matt Damon got in trouble for saying when he grew up that word was used commonly and casually around, and so he got a bit of slack for saying that. Use that.
Yeah, I mean, times change pretty fast. Like I listened to the Eminem Slim Shady LP recently, and I found it really offensive, and I loved it. You know, jungle. But things change, and people are always talking about cancel culture, and you can't say things like you can say pretty much anything you want as long as it's justified. But the real question you have to ask yourself is why say it? If it's going to harm people and upset people, and like if we've moved on as a society a little bit further to not use certain phrases, then why say it?
A big part of Little's life is him getting bullied, as well as Chiron's life as well as getting bullied. Do you feel like there's a lot of pressure on boys, especially, not to be seen as soft and to portray themselves as hard?
Yeah, I mean, I can't speak for people nowadays, but yeah, of course, look, masculinity, it's wild, man. You got to do.
Did you ever feel the pressure growing up? Did you personally?
Well, I've felt pressure before, but luckily, I mean, I was like a funny person. I was funny. That's what I had. But other people don't have the funny thing, so they might have to hit the gym, like get hench, whatever else they need to do, you know, get girls, be violent. I didn't really do any of that. I was just funny.
Yeah.
Every gang needs a funny guy. Yeah. They can be scrawny. They can be scrawny because they're funny and they're protected by bigger people. That's what happened to me. We should talk about when they won the Oscar because it got given to the wrong people. What a classic moment. How
can one get it so wrong? Like, that was awkward for everybody. And you kind of like taking...
So good.
Because they were mid-thinking. Like, they were midway... It was like on the third person.
Yeah, it's really good though. It felt like we got treated to, you know, something that could have happened, which would have been awful if La La Land really did win. Ahead of Moonlight. Like, I mean, I've seen that film and it's all right. To beat this with that.
I was more happy that they didn't win, because I remember watching it and I was fuming. I was this.
Well, you saw this live?
Yeah.
And oh, wow. And you saw them
tweet and cuss everybody.
Yeah, there you go.
I'm sorry, I think La La Land was overrated.
Yeah, that wasn't great. But that's what I'm saying. You got to enjoy it. You got to enjoy the rush of, hang on, what the okay, fine.
It was shocking. My mouth was on the floor. I was like, wow. Who's getting sacked? Someone surely is getting sacked somewhere.